What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to the Let's Play Jak 2. In the last episode, we went out to the pumping station and turned on the water for the slums area here, so now people can drink water again, even though I don't know if it's actually going to be any good. I mean, this area is kind of a dump. And we also went back into the fortress and took out some ammo that they wanted us to. Because, I don't know, it cripples the Baron. So, as long as it's hurting the Baron in some way, then, you know, it's a done deal. We're doing it. And now, back to Torn once again for our next mission.
The demolition duo has returned. One barbecued ammo dump served up hot.
We saw something odd while torching that ammo. The Baron's guards were giving barrels filled with eco to a group of metalheads.
Really? The Shadow will be very interested to hear that.
You know, so far, your gigs have been easier than stealing grass from a sleeping yak cow.
You and the rodent want to start proving yourselves? One of our suppliers needs his payment delivered. A bag of eco ore. Take the Zoomer parked out back and drive it to the Hip Hog Heaven Saloon in Southtown. Ask for Crew. He'll be there. And don't let the Baron's patrols stop you. By the way, when you get there, pump Crew for information. He's wired into the city and may know what the Baron is up to.
You can count on us.
Are you still here?
Well, given that close-up on Torn's face when he said bag of eco ore, I'm guessing that eco is actually quite valuable. Which only makes the fact that the Baron's guards were giving eco to the metalheads just a little bit more concerning. Now, toward the end of the last mission in the fortress, you'll remember that we picked up a red security pass. That was kind of glossed over for the fact that, A, we saw the Baron's guards giving eco to metalheads, and B, we were immediately chased by yet another tank. But yeah, we picked up a security pass, and with that, we can pass through the red checkpoint here. And now we are down in the Haven City industrial section. And if we actually go into the menu and look at our map, all of that's opened up for us. So all this little very much square and rectangular design here leading down to this big area of the water. That is the port down there, which is where we're going to be dropping off this eco ore. I pressed the wrong button. And of course, the Baron's guards are going to be onto us.
It's a guard roadblock. Get out of there.
I noticed, Torn. I was kind of already past the roadblock when you told me about it. I can't do anything in this city without A, being chased by the guards, or B, someone tell me what to do after I've already done it. And I've already done some damage to the Zoomer, and it's probably not good. It's alright. We're pretty close there. We're over halfway there, as indicated by the...
They're on you.
Really? They're onto me! And they weren't onto me 3 minutes ago. Okay, it was more like 1 or 2 minutes ago. But yeah, that's that thing up at the top is that meter. It's actually how far we have to go, and we are almost there. Just a quick skip over the water over here. Try not to get shot too much. And we'll be right where we want to be. There it is. Is that a big hip hog sign? There we go. Oh, it didn't explode. Sweet.
Let me handle this, Jack. Watch my finesse and style.
Don't forget to ask
Everything's
him.
cool. Nobody panic. Hey, big guy. You crew? Well, we shook the heat, and your shipment's in primo condition.
That's good, eh? Because a cargo of rare eco ore is worth more than 10 of your lives. And of course, I'd be forced to collect slowly. The underground will take anyone with a pulse these days. And what we have here, the Shadow's mascot of the month. Ooh, soft. Zig, this fur would go well with my silk suits, eh?
Listen, tons of fun. Anyone can see that you, and I have the real juice in this burg. We're both players, right? We're both looking for a piece of the action, right? I think we can do business, right?
We did you a favor. Now it's your turn. Why is the Baron giving eco to metalheads?
Questions like that could get a person killed, eh? Zig, be El Capitan here and his friend, Bonus. If you want to see what that baby can do, try the gun course outside. Show me some skill with that hardware, and I'll hire you for a job or two, eh?
What a colorful cast of characters. But yes, just when you thought this game couldn't get any more edgy, we have a gun. And I'm also taking this guard's bike because I can. We don't have very far to go, don't worry. Yes, but indeed this is yet another thing that will piss off the guards. In fact, I think sometimes you can get away with hitting one of their large cruisers and like just a bit and have nothing come for it. But if you actually steal one, that is an instant everyone is on your ass.
Hold on there. We need to teach you how to use this baby. The scatter gun is a good short-range weapon with a wide field of fire. To fire the weapon, press the trigger.
Hehehe.
Some kick, huh? It's not the fastest firing weapon in the world, though. You can put your weapon away or pull it out at any time. Try putting the weapon away. Easy, huh? Now take the weapon back out. Good. You can find red ammo inside Crimson Guard crates. Shoot the crates. Great. Now you're ready. You want to try the scattergun course?
Alright, but yes, now we have probably the biggest new mechanic. Guns. And now we know what these little pickups are for. They're actually ammo for the scattergun here. Now, as this guy here, Sig, was saying, it's not the fastest firing weapon in the world. In fact, I'm tapping the button as fast as I can here. But it's got a pretty wide range of fire. And yeah, that should do against, like it should help a lot against, groups of enemies. But now, we can take on the gun course. Let's give it a shot.
Good luck.
Alright.
Shoot every target. The faster you shoot each target, the more points you get.
Basically, we want to shoot all the blue, grayish metalhead targets.
Hold your fire on cities. Hit a friendly target and points will be deducted.
And of course, the gold ones as well. They are worth more points. Most of the gold ones only appear once you've shot certain targets beforehand. And you definitely want to keep an eye on those for a good point score. Now, our goal is to get 3,000 points, which is nothing. If we just go through this very leisurely, we should be fine. In fact, we're already at about 2,000 points right now, so we're actually doing fairly well. Yep. Just keep an eye on where everything is. Make sure you get the gold targets as soon as they pop up. And your score should be well and truly good. I've been missing a few here. God damn. Yeah. There we are. Alright, so we've gotten the gold, but now we can go for a bronze score as well. Now, there are various mini-games that will have some kind of score like this one. And by getting a bronze, silver, or gold, we'll be able to get ourselves an amount of precursor orbs as a reward. Now, I'm not going to be going for the gold here because very first time doing the scattergun course is actually really tough to do. Especially with how slow the rate of fire is on this thing. That won't be a problem after a certain point in the game. It's just when I will actually go for the gold ranking on this one. But I'll do the best I can at the very least. If I can at least get bronze here, that'd actually be pretty cool. That'd already put me a few orbs ahead. It might be possible if I keep going like this. Just maybe. If I can get another 2,000 points in this last little section here, we will be sweet. But given that I missed one of the golds, I'm not sure how viable that is anymore. We'll see. There's still more. Sweet! And by achieving the bronze, we get 3 precursor orbs. Now, there is 3 for every ranking that we get. So, if I had gotten silver straight away, I would have gotten 6. Because 3 for bronze, 3 for silver, 3 for gold. So, if you get immediately silver, you get 6. If you get immediately gold, you get 9. You know, basic mathematicals. Alright, but I'm actually pretty happy with that. Again, we'll be able to do something about the rate of fire a little later on. We'll also be able to do something about the ammo capacity later on. So getting the gold in here will be a lot easier much later on. But it's not a priority right now. At the very least, I am happy that I did get the bronze. And with that, how many orbs do I have anyway? 19. And the next one is not until 30. Alright. So still a fair few away. But that's okay. We'll remedy that. And it shouldn't take too long to do so either. So back to go to talk to crew at the Hip Hog Heaven Saloon. So as that is indeed a hip hog. It's the big animatronic sign up the top there. So I remember the redneck back in the boggy swamp in the first game. He had a pet that we had to bring back by shooting rats away from his cupcakes. It was a hip hog. Yeah, hip hog.
Excellent shooting, Jack. Ever thought about being a wastelander?
Can't say that I have.
Wastelanders find items from the outside the city walls, eh? Any artifact or weapon worth having comes through my hands. Work for me and I'll throw some of the sweeter items your way.
Kill metalheads? Get toys? Sounds good to me.
Slow down, Jack and a fat man. You two had better run that by me again, because there's no way I'm going outside the city to face more metalheads.
Sig will show you the ropes.
So you want to be wastelanders, huh, doughboys? Well, we'll see what you're made of when we get out in the thick. Crew wants some new trophies to put butts in chairs at the Hip Hog, so I'm gonna bag him 5 nasty metalheads at the pumping station. Don't wet your fur, Chili Pepper, because we're rolling with the Peacemaker.
Woo! I need one of those. Where'd you get it?
Don't ask. Sig needs someone to watch his back while he tracks the metalheads, eh?
We'll meet at the pumping station. Listen, cherries, don't you leave me dangling in the wind out there.
Let's do it.
Right. I am sorry to disappoint you, Sig, but I am going to have to leave you dangling in the wind for just a little bit. Because now that we have beaten the scattergun course, another little side mission has opened up for us so we can get some more orbs. Yeah, I told you we'd be able to rectify the orb conundrum. Well, this was a decent pace at least. It's nice. Anyway, for this one, we're actually going back near to where the fortress is. And pretty much a lot of what we'll be doing in this game outside of the main missions in the outer areas like Dead Town, like the pumping station, like even the fortress on occasion, is pretty much just driving through the city to and from our destinations. And while I find Haven City here very atmospheric and fairly interesting for just how different it is in terms of aesthetic for Jak and Daxter at this point, going back and forth, I understand for people watching this, may prove to be kind of boring. So I think I am going to be cutting out a lot of the backtracking. But for the time being, we're not actually that far away from the side mission. So may as well keep this in, because pretty much all we have to do is just get out of the industrial section here, make a left, make a right, we're pretty much there. So, just over this way, I believe. It's in, yeah, there it is. Right over here. And you can see by the little green icon on the map as well. Now, this is going to be a different kind of mission. Normally, when you're coming up to these panels for the different missions, it's normally good to have one of the bike-like zoomers at least nearby. With the ring challenges, it'll give you one, but for others, you may want to bring one of your own just to make things a bit easier, especially for one like this.
It's Horn. A good underground agent knows this city inside and out by sight. Let's see how you stack up. Get to this place in the time limit given, and you'll get a reward. Go.
So, the gold precursor orb, which is worth 3, is just thrown out there, and we need to show our knowledge of the city. We are given a brief little glimpse as to where it is, and we need to find it. It is in this trench here, and just under this particular... Fuck. I can get it, I can get it, I can get it! There! Oh, that was kind of close. Where did my bike go? I off-screened it. I didn't think it'd be so easy to off-screen shit in this game. But yes, you get the basic gist. It'll show you where the orb is, but you need to figure out exactly where based on what little visual input is given to you. And you have a limited time to go and get it, which is why I suggested typically bringing a zoomer to any side mission you come to, because you never know when you'll need it. And you won't exactly know what kind of mission it is until you activate it for the first time. And I think I mentioned that pretty much all these side missions will net you 3 precursor orbs, which is what that gold one is. You'll pretty much always be rewarded 1 for those side missions for getting a high score in any of the minigame type things like the gun course or some other things down the line. Basically, there's a lot to do for precursor orbs other than just hunting for them out in the wilderness. I should mention as well, the precursor orbs that we find, you know, just willy-nilly are only out in these main mission areas. There aren't actually any in Haven City, other than the ones that are awarded to us for mini-games and side missions. So do keep that one in mind. So you won't have to search around the city for much, which, thank God, because it's a big city. That's back in the pumping station. Now, there are another 2 precursor orbs in the pumping station that are left for us to get. We can only get 1 of them on this visit. Here's Sig, so we'll load up.
Hello, cherries. Ready to hunt a few metalheads? Follow me, stick close, and watch my 6. It's gonna be fun. Here we go.
Another really cool example of this game's dynamic soundtrack is that it changes a bit to have a bit of like it's a bit of like a dirty, distorted industrial kind of synth kind of thing going on whenever you have a gun in your hands. It just, again, I've loved this ever since I first played. I just love how the music changes depending on what you're doing, whether you're holding a gun, whether you're in a vehicle, when you're in battle. I do love this soundtrack, and even without all that, this game's soundtrack is really atmospheric and pretty catchy at the same time.
This way.
Kind of going in theme with the soundtrack for the first game, where it was mostly atmospheric as well, although personally I think this one is a lot more memorable. I mean, even the pumping station theme here is one of my favorite songs in the game. It sounds really cool. Alright. Oh, shit. These guys jumping up at us. Sig! Yep. Alright, so we need to jump up here, grab onto the side of the bridge extension here. They'll drop down, and we should be good to go.
Let's get across the bridge before they come
Now, this is an escort mission, so do watch Sig's health.
There's our first target. Keep the other creatures back while I charge up the Peacemaker.
And this is kind of a major complaint that people have with this game, because this game is kind of divisive. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it, and one of the reasons for hating it is the fact that there's actually a lot of escort missions in this game.
That's one. Ride Metalhead.
And normally that wouldn't grind my gears too much, but there's another thing. Friendly fire exists. If I shoot Sig, he will take damage. And it can really screw you over.
I say shoot first, ask questions later.
Let me pick up the
Get
skull
over
chest.
here and stay close.
Oh yeah, if you stray too far from him as well, it's mission failed.
There's the second scumbag, sitting pretty.
So basically, we got the kind of escort missions where not only do you need to stay relatively close to the person you're escorting, you also need to protect them from damage, both from enemies and yourself. Ow. I didn't think his tongue could reach me from there.
Boom, baby!
Now, if I act fast, I should be able to get this without any trouble. Our next precursor orb is actually down here. Just get out of here and catch up to Sig before he runs too far ahead. Yeah. Yeah. These metalheads in particular are really annoying because the attack on their spear actually has a lot more range than you think it does. Any ammo for me? Moving on toward the next spot. Now remember, there are 5 big metalheads here that Sig is after. And just up here is going to be the third one. Come on, big guy.
Watch my 6 while I toast this bad boy. The trick is to not hit the pipes.
How is it now? So you've done a pretty good job at hitting them so far. Yeah. 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 We good? We good.
Now that's what I call blowing someone's mind.
Well, you're not exactly wrong there, Sick. Yeah, this area should look a little familiar, except now the sun's actually out. Well, kind of, it's cloudy, but... Yeah, this is probably the first time you're actually going to be around this area, unlike when I first came here looking for that cursor orb a little ahead of time.
Gotta thread the needle this time.
Oh, that is a bit of a shot now, isn't it? Now I gotta collect these skull gems while also trying to... Like I said, friendly fire exists, and it's annoying. I do understand the complaints with the sheer amount of escort missions and the mechanics behind them. I mean, friendly fire in an escort mission does not exactly mesh well. So yeah, I understand the hate that that comes from it.
Metalhead flambe.
Well, that was a few of that metalhead I didn't exactly want. Now up here is actually going to be a bit of a tricky point. Although it's good I've managed to keep 6 health as high as it is up to this point. Because, right up here, his gun jams. So it's all up to us. Any more? Oh, came from fucking off screen. Alright, should be back in business now. Alright. Now, those guys didn't drop skull gems, so I think... Well, what the game did there was pretty much just respawn the ones that I just fought, and, yeah. And again, I've respawned metalheads that we've already collected gems of. They don't drop any more gems for us. Alright, last one. This is relatively painless. I mean, I've had plenty of times when it's been 6 health has been a much closer call than this. Especially with that last part when his gun jams. I mean, that's just inconvenient.
Say goodnight, baby. Boom! Home team 5, metalheads nothing. That was the last one. Tell crew we got them all cooked and canned. I'm gonna clean Peacemaker and pick up the trophies. You did good, rookie.
Sweet. Well, that's that mission done. Relatively painless at the very least, so yeah. Health. Pick up as much Dark Eco as I can, because you never know when I'm gonna need it. This should nearly do it. Oh, almost. There's no more around, is there? Ah. I think just like one more globule of Dark Eco, I think will do me. Oh, last guy shall receive. Now I want to check, by pressing L3 we should bring up the HUD like that, and yeah, we have over 25 Metalhead Skull Gems. So we should be able to go back to the Oracle and see what he can do for us. He said we'll be able to teach us how to control this dark power of ours, so yeah, that's exciting.
Re-entering city.
Yes, these doors are definitely not loading screens. I swear. Get the old zoomer from over here. Yup. And back over to the Oracle. Well, at least if we're coming out of the pumpkin station's a very convenient spot. Unlike if we're on the other side of town or something. Alright, what do you got for us?
You do well to rid the world of this metal scourge. As a reward, I grant you a dark power.
Well, that just looks straight up painful. But by doing the dive motion while as Darkjack, trust me, when we actually put that into action, it looks a lot more impressive. But we have a huge area of effect shockwave that pretty much instantly disposes of every enemy around us. And if we're not careful with it, probably every civilian too. But with that being said, now all that's left for us to do is to go back down to the Hip Hog and speak with crew once again. But I think we're going to save that for next time. So we've delivered the ore to well, what is crew to the underground? Is he an informant? He's supplier. He's a supplier. That's right. Yes. We've supplied the supplier with eco ore. We've done some jobs for him. Well, a job, and we got guns. We have a gun. Oh yeah, we can use them on Zimas as well. Actually, Dax uses it, which is just the look on his face. He's loving this. Anyway, next time on Let's Play Jak 2, we are going back down to the Hip Hog to see what crew has for us next. Okay, very rarely you can sometimes find the Crimson Guard Zoomers around. I very much want. But in any case, as I laugh to myself and have so much fun. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time guys, my name is Matt Omega, and I'll see you guys later.